I'm building this city a little bit backwards because I have all the buildings that I want. I just need to lay out the grid. And then kind of give it a dramatic feel as you walk in, and the taller buildings are above your eye level. Kind of draws you in. And you look down the streets, and you'll see some street running. There'll be track down the middle, about where that yellow ruler is. This one's at the very, very edge, which I normally wouldn't do, but I want the viewer to feel like they're inside that building, right down at street level. And all these buildings are kind of carefully positioned so you get taller and taller. Wrote down the names of the buildings and drew their outlines. Outlines for the sidewalks, where the track's gonna go. Most of the manufacturers provide dimensions for their buildings, but it was more important that I have the actual buildings, the footprints of them for this. Some of the dimensions were a little bit off when I looked them up online, so having the building in hand and setting it down made a huge difference. Even with the buildings mocked up and partially built, throwing a little piece of track down and getting a train to go across helps present that feeling of the downtown street running. I have no idea if there's any city that has street running like this, if this is even a reasonable representation, but I think it'll be a fun way for the trains to enter the layout. Walthers makes some street track inserts and some street track itself, and it works nice with their street system, but that's only good if you want your street and track symmetrical down the center of the road, and I didn't want that. I wanted one of the lanes to be a little bit offset and then the other side to have some diagonal parking, because ultimately this part of the layout is really just a place to showcase all of my 1/87th scale cars. Using the one module approach is going to be very handy here. I'll get the city section figured out and then move on to the next. I kind of have an idea that this track is just going to go straight into the corner and then turn, and then we'll do some switching on the L section at the end. It is fun. I don't have a complete plan in my head, but doing one section at a time, it's going to work out. The process itself is where the fun is.